If your family keeps asking you to borrow money and you can't say no, you're more likely sabotaging your relationship. Today, I'm sharing 4 reasons why you should not let your family borrow money. And I'm also sharing later in the video the number one way you can bless your family without destroying their relationship. I'm Dakota Grady, DG the Money Coach, and I'm all about helping you to master your finances. Now, let's get into it. All right, y'all, so your family keeps asking you to borrow money, right? Been there, done that. In fact, drop in the chat below if your family recently has asked you for money or has ever asked to borrow money from you. Drop it in the chat below. In fact, when I was growing up, I was a good person with money, so my family would come and ask me for money, like I was a bank or something, right? I'm like, I'm not a bank. And they would get mad, like sometimes I'm like, why you getting mad? Because I ain't let you borrow money. It's my money, right? Well, if you don't have the audacity like I did say no, then you're more likely destroying your relationships when it comes to finances. The first one's simple. When you let your family borrow money, it could possibly ruin the relationship. In fact, the Bible says the borrower is slave to the lender. Why is that? All right, so for example, what if you let your parents borrow money, right? And during the holiday season, they still owe you the money. Well, that means that you're going to have dinner with your slave because, again, the borrower, your parents, is slave to a lender, you. Think about the dynamic of the relationship. It will be strained. The thing about the conversation will be strained. Not only strained, it will be weird. Knowing that they owe you money and they're having dinner with their master, they may be on eggshells. Not necessarily you, but they may feel uncomfortable. And you may be even feel a little tense as well because you're eating with your slave because they owe you money. How does that feel? How does it sit with you spiritually? Not too well, does it? So that's why it could possibly ruin their relationship because, again, they owe you money. The dynamic of that situation in the relationship has changed from being parents to being a slave owner, you, the master, and them being a slave. Not necessarily in a metaphorical sense, meaning that when you borrow money from someone, you basically become indebted to that person. So you don't want to have that kind of relationship with your parents or anyone in your family for that matter. You want to make sure that there's no strain relationship, no opportunity for you to destroy that relationship. If you want to make better decisions with your finances, stop overspending, and stop impulse spending, get you a free resource, the free Money Plan Budget Tracker at dakotagrady.com. This is how you're going to really transform your finances in 2025. Number 2, don't let them borrow money because what if they go borrow money from you and in 2 weeks you see them with a new car. Say, hold on, did I let you borrow money? Did you use that money for a new car? It's none of your business, but still it is your business because you loaned them your money. Or what if they go on vacation? Like, hold on, you still owe me money, don't you? I mean, like, how are you splurging on my dime, right? I mean, again, that's their business, what they want to do with the money, but you have a right to know what they're doing with your money because you loaned it to them. But then again, it's like, well, if they borrowed the money for a certain reason and they didn't use it in that manner, then there should be some leeway for you to say, hey, I thought you borrowed the money to take care of this particular situation, not to do something different. That conversation made the difference, all right? So if that person did that, again, it goes back to then the relationship could be tarnished from that point on, right? It's possible. Don't know, but possible. But again, you may envy them because they're going to do things with the money. It may not be even your money that they use, but still the perspective, the perception is they're borrowing money from me and they're doing things with their money and my money, but something that, again, they're going on vacation. Maybe they planned a vacation before they borrowed the money. I don't know, but they're splurging, they're spending money frivolously. They haven't changed their money habits since you loan the money to them. You don't know the dynamics of it, but still, from your point of view, you could be envious because they aren't spending their money the way you should think they should spend it, or the way that they told you they would spend it. Again, it's all contrary, because unless you ask them, they tell you whatever the money was used for, what it was used for, or they use it unwisely, you won't know. You just have assumptions in your head. But the whole point is you may become envious of them spending the money. The third reason why is you may not get the money back. You loan money to a family member, and then they went and ghost. You call, you text, you email, you pull up on them, you go by their home, you go by their apartment, you go by their job, wherever, just to say, hey, you said you would pay this money back to me, but you haven't. Then you see the person again, you see them out with friends, you don't want to embarrass the person, or you see them with another family member, you don't want to embarrass the person, but you feel like you need to say something about the situation, right? They owe you money. If they don't pay the money back, then that should be a red flag for you to say, all right, you got me one time, ask me again, it's going to be a definite no, right? Hands down, it's going to be no, because you took my kindness for a weakness, or you just took advantage of me because I let you borrow money. But next time, I'm going to say no. You got to build that no muscle, right? You got to build that no muscle. Set a boundary by saying no. Do it now. Try it now. N-O. No. Say it again. No. One more time. No. Isn't no freeing? Yes, it is, right? Unless you set a boundary, they'll continue to take advantage of you. Not saying everyone will, but when you let someone borrow money, they may not pay it back. If a bank loans money to, say, a customer, one of the possibilities is they may not get that money back. That's simple. Someone buys a home, the lender may not get the mortgage paid for completely. The person may default on the loan. So, and it's how you let someone borrow money, there is a possibility, a chance that the person won't pay it back. That's simple. So just be aware that the risk of loaning money to family. And lastly, it can enable the person to continue to do the things that they've been doing that may not be healthy. They may be in dire need for a car, right? They may need to borrow money to get a down payment for a car. But you know that they haven't been honest in the past about certain things. So how do you know that they're going to actually put the money down on the car, right? Well, you need to investigate before you loan that money to that person, because if you're going to give someone money for a certain reason, they need to use it for that reason. And you have a right to, in my opinion, to ask if they used the money for the reason and to verify that they did. Maybe with a receipt, maybe you go with them, maybe a phone call, some kind of verification that they use that money for the right way, or the right way, like he or she said they would, he or she said she would, or he would, right? And it's fine to be a little skeptical, because if they haven't been good with finances in the past, and you want to make sure that they are going to use your money wisely. But again, point three, I'm going back to point three, because you may lose your money, but you may learn in that process that you can't loan that person money again. I've loaned family members money. They've used me multiple times until I said no. Now, when I said no, again, some of them may have gotten upset. Like, how are you going to get upset with the money that I've earned because you are bad with money, or because you didn't make the money that I earned, or you didn't make a good decision with your finances? How are you going to get mad at me because I'm good with money and you aren't? That's simple, y'all. You have to set boundaries, first and foremost. That's not the number one reason or the number one way you can bless them. But if you have a problem with saying no, set some boundaries by starting with saying no to yourself. No meaning, I'm not going to let the person borrow money. Then you commit to yourself. Then you say no to the person, and you say, all right, if I'm saying no to myself and I do it, I'm lying to myself. So be honest with yourself first. Say no to yourself. Say, I'm not going to let this person borrow money from me again. Then when the person asks you, you're being true to yourself and say, all right, I told myself I'm not going to let you borrow money, so I'm going to tell you now, I'm not going to let you borrow money. It's my money. It's my right to say no, and it should be fine. It's my boundary. And if you don't like it, that's life. We still can be friends. If you don't want to respect my boundaries, then maybe we can still be family, but we can't be friends. We can't talk if you don't want to talk, but I'm going to respect myself and my boundaries. That's simple. Some people may disagree. Some people may not like them, but set boundaries. Here's the number one thing that you can do to bless someone in your family that ask you to borrow money. If someone says, I want to borrow money from you, family member, this is what you can say. If you're able to financially, give it to that person as a gift. That's what I did with my parents, actually. They owed me money. I said, I don't want to have a relationship that's strained. I don't want to be envious of you all if y'all go do whatever y'all do with money or whatever. And I don't want to be mad at you guys for not paying it back. And I don't want to keep enabling you if you're doing stuff that you shouldn't do with your finances. So I'm going to give this money to you as a gift, erase the debt, and be free. I'm setting myself free from being angry, envious, upset, mad, and being free to live and give. And they're being set free from being my slave of owing me money. I hope these tips can help you to manage your finances better when it comes to loaning money to your family, setting boundaries, and being able to say no so you can get peace of mind and not be stressed out.